afternoon, Jeunesse family. Are you guys having full coma? How about wave your hand like this? Yes, let's wake up a few seconds, okay? My name's Mandy. Actually, today's not about me. I'm very honored to stand on this Oscar stage. Make me feel like I'm doing a stand-up talk show. Today, I'm going to bring a few guests, which you probably already know them, and a few highlights about their bio. They give me a whole card of this, but I don't think I can read all that to you guys. We don't have that much time. A few highlights about these doctors. I really admire their work, and they're devoted their life just for our healthiness, right? How do we define health? Old time we think if you don't have a disease, you're healthy. But later on with the science development, we know even though you don't have a diagnosis, but you're just not feeling well, right? So absence of a disease doesn't mean you are healthy. So that's what this Y.E.S system to bring us some new information, how a person, how a human being can be healthy and well. So the first doctor I'm going to bring out of stage is we call it Mr. AMPM. It's a board-certified plastic reconstructive surgeon, and oh my God, so long. 2014 Nobel nominee, and wrote so many books. His work is devoted to stem cell research. So what is his name? Can you guess? Yes, let's all stand up, call out Dr. VINCENT GIAMPAPA. While we're standing, I'm going to bring out our second guest. And he is kind of like a, you know how a person can really just devote 15, 18 years, 20 years of life, just do one thing, just to really dig into the research. I really admire people doing that. I think my marriage of 15 years already really long time, you know? So the second one we're gonna bring out is a stem cell specialist and recognized for his work with the regenerative medicine. And he's very focused on the natural products. And he also specializes with the neuroscience. So let's give up to Christian DRAPEAU. Yes. The third one, we have to be ready because he's just gonna jumping out, okay? He's always energetic, you know? We need that because especially after you just had lunch, right? So the third one is a nutritional coach, and I would call him maybe a life coach as well. And let's see. He is also our product Zen co-creator, brand ambassador, and a world-renowned nutritional and fitness expert. We want an expert, right? So let's bring out Mark McDonald. Didn't tell you he's gonna jumping out? Okay. The last one is a very special lady, and I'm very in love with the product she invented. She's the inventor of the airbrush product technology, and her works has featured in many, many magazines, Vogue, Glamour, Allure, Cosmo, and also in a lot of, she was on the Today's and Good Morning America, and her name is Yolanda Halston. Yes. You can say no. If I say anyone who's falling asleep during this panel, then we're all gonna stand up and cheer them up, okay? All right. So maybe we should start with Dr. GIAMPAPA. How did you even first get interested with the stem cell research?
You know, as a reconstructive and plastic surgeon, we see all types of injuries, especially when I had started my practice. I would notice that children, if they cut their finger off, we could sew their finger back on, and without even doing microsurgery, and most of the times it would actually heal and regrow. And then over the years, as a general surgeon, as a plastic surgeon, as a microsurgeon, it became pretty obvious to me that when people were young, they healed better. And it wasn't just due to hormones. And at that time, we had really had no idea there were stem cells, and there were things that made a difference in how tissues could regenerate and heal. So frankly, my whole focus at that time was nutrition, because we thought that was the real reason. But about 12 to 15 years ago, we realized that there was something else going on, and that had to do with these little cells that no one really knew before, things called stem cells. So when that happened, my whole focus shifted into what are they, how can we make those things work better, and how can we use them to enhance the quality of our health and our longevity. So that's been a quest for the last 15 years. And what's amazing is today, the amount of information we have, not only in stem cells, but regenerative medicine and aging, doubles about every 2 months. So that means the information that's at hand is tremendous. And our whole focus, every one of us here, is to turn that information into products and things that can help all of the people in the Jeunesse family live a better quality life, a longer life, and be more productive with the things they love to do. So it all started way back, I'd say about 30-something years ago.
Isn't that amazing? I think it all starts with curiosity, right? So, but he carried that curiosity a little bit further and in depth. So like old time, like the medicine, I still remember, imagine we never invented antibiotic, right? So now we can focus our health even on every single cell. Imagine in 10 years, 20 years, how the medical science or even, science itself can advance, So we're lucky. And you know what, a lot of times, a lot of medical or even just scientists, they have all these theories, hypotheses. But for every day of us, from their hypothesis down to a product, it takes years of years. So a lot of times we just hear these theories. We don't know when they're going to be benefit for us. But Dr. VINCENT GIAMPAPA did come up AM and PM. So we can really benefit from this, not just a theory, but we can have this actual products. So how do you think our cells can benefit from AMPM?
Well, see, this is the big question, and it has to do with kind of new information. So what we realized in the last few years, and it's something very interesting, we're all born with a fixed number of stem cells. Some people have more, some people have less, which is a big indicator on the quality of your life and perhaps how long you're going to live too. So the whole idea here was to come up with the science in a product that would allow your stem cells to be functional longer, because if you have more functional stem cells, your body cells can repair and restore themselves better. So we picked natural ingredients that we know have a major impact on stem cell function, but more importantly, the genes involved in stem cells and our body cells. So there's two major groups of genes that we found out in the last 4 or 5 years really make a difference in keeping your stem cells working longer and dividing into different types of stem cells to repair your tissues in your body. One of those is called SERT1, and another gene is NANOG, and it sounds like a funny name. But the NANOG gene is involved in helping your stem cells make more copies so they can work longer, but also differentiate into muscle, bone, cartilage, or nerve tissue. So our thought was, gee, if we pick these natural products that we know have an impact, will it really make a difference? And what's amazing is a little over a year ago, we did a study at a major university that for the first time documented in the animal models, okay, not in humans, but in the animal models, in the same models we use for drug discovery and other things. So these animals were fed AM one group was fed AM, another group was fed PM, and a third group was fed both of those. So the group that was fed AM, we found that we actually measured their genes. And after 4 weeks, their SIRT1 genes activity were dramatically increased. Well, we were shocked. So we looked at the PM group, and their genes went up with SIRT1, but even more, their stem cell genes, NANOG, went up. So we knew, wow, this is really working. But when we looked at the third group who took both AM and PM, those genes are even more activated. And so we're looking at a product that I think, a natural product for the first time, that very strongly suggests that the genes for longevity, the SIRT1 genes, that we know keep people healthier longer, can be turned back on. And we know that the genes that enhance stem cell function and differentiation into the right tissues can also be turned back on. So I think this is an amazing, unique result. And I don't know of any other products that have been tested at the level of the genetics that actually strongly suggest for the first time we can really make a difference in longevity and our regenerative potential. So we were very happy, and that is a study that was encouraged by Jeunesse and the executive committee and people. And I'm really excited about looking at some very, very new studies that will further support not just AMPM, but the other core products like Revita Blu, like Zen. And to me, the thing that makes this company great is the fact that we really do our best and really do amazing things to support with credible science what our claims are, how we can show our distributors that this isn't just a product that we put together. There's science backed, there's research behind this, and that's what makes this company great.
He just gave us a lesson of genetics for dummies. Okay, so now we know more about our genes, right? So more stem cells in our circulation, healthy, longer lives. So that's something we can get a grasp. Thank you so much. We probably need to learn more, okay, while we're taking AMPM. Maybe look into those, what's really the science behind of it.
Well, I just want to make one more comment. The reason why you sleep better, you feel better, you have more energy, is because those genes that were asleep as you go older awaken. And that activity is what is responsible for the energy and the sleep and the ability to just feel better. And this all starts at your genes.
All right, extra point for everybody. Thank you so much. All right, you take a break. Next one, Christian. I know you do a lot of natural, right, study, and that's what something I really love too. And, you know, my parents, even myself, are very beneficial of the whole Y.E.S system. When Revita Blu came out, we just jumped right into it because I just really like the concept, you know. And from a concept to a product, I just feel like my parents are so lucky. My dad is 82, my mom's 76. And they are still alive to have a chance, to have opportunity to take this kind of far beyond advanced products. How many people, they never heard of it, they're already gone, you know? So my question for you is, because every time we hear about the stem cells, Revita Blu, it's kind of like, okay, how does it exactly work? Can you use a simple way, very simple version for dummies?
Okay.
Just tell us about Revita Blu.
Okay. I had something in my mind about dummies, but I won't go there. Okay, to talk about Revita Blu in a very simple way. Anytime you hear about stem cells, the reason why there's so much interest in the world about stem cells is because stem cells have huge regenerative potential. You can go to Vincent, he didn't talk about this, but he has a clinic where he does stem cell injection, and you can get great results. But these stem cells that are injected, you already have them in your body. They are in your bone marrow, they are in your blood, they are there in your fat tissue. So if they have such great potential, what are they doing in the body? So we just need to understand that from the day we are born, anytime there's any problem anywhere, what really made you repair were your stem cells. They don't have less regenerative potential before we take them out to put them back in. So you have in your body a type of cell that is responsible for you repairing during your entire life. That's one of the first things that stem cells do. The second thing is to understand that every day of our life we lose cells. Normal part of life. Your stem cells are responsible for replacing these cells. You are here today and you're alive because all the cells that you've lost over your life, you've replaced them. So health is a balance between losing cells and replacing them. As long as you have enough stem cells to replace the cells that are being lost, you're fine. There's a point in your life, as you age, you have fewer and fewer stem cells, where you start to lose that balance. That's when you start to pay attention to your health, because you're slowly starting to lose it. One of the key conclusions of all the studies on stem cells is that more stem cells in your blood means that more stem cells are available to participate to tissue repair and tissue renewal and replacing the cells that are being lost. So your body has the innate ability to repair and be healthy. It's designed for this. But it's all based on your stem cells. The secret is that if you can put a little bit more in your blood, then you give that enormous edge to your body. And that's what Revita Blu does. So it's a blend of herbs that we have studied over the years that have all been documented to simply trigger the release of stem cells from your bone marrow into your bloodstream, where your body can now use them. So Revita Blu does not do the miracles, it's your body that does the miracles. And be open for it, because your body has an enormous amount of, enormous ability to repair, regenerate, and be healthy. So the only thing that Revita Blu does is that it gives back to your body that edge to reach optimal health and maintain it. And now you couple that with a product like AMPM, where all these new stem cells now have all these genes turned on. I mean, the power of these products together is unbelievable. Try it and you'll see it in your life. Was that short enough?
Yes. Anyone understand? Yes?
So we're all dummies.
Who would want more stem cells in your blood circulation? Raise your hand. Yeah? Okay. I know not everyone can afford the expensive stem cell injection, right? So by taking Revita Blu 1 or 2 a day, I think they give you a, sort of like a, how do you say, the stimulation to your bone marrow to, release more the stem cell in your body on a daily basis. I think that works, but maybe it's the best way, as of everyday health maintenance. So thank you so much, But I know stem cell, yesterday, like you mentioned, there are so many studies, right, on stem cells, how they related to the health and the diseases.
Like Vincent mentioned, the number of studies that you find in science on stem cells is staggering. I don't think there's a field of medical research that has more studies than in the field of stem cells. So yeah, we're talking thousands and thousands of studies telling various aspects of that story, meaning more stem cells in your bloodstream, better functioning stem cells is the cornerstone of human health, aside from exercise.
Yeah, I want to make a comment about that too. So what Christian and I are talking about are things at the cellular level that really make a difference in genes and how cells can stay healthy. But when it comes to exercise, and I'm going to open this up for Mark to continue, when you exercise, you change over 23 different genes. If you exercise regularly, that are positive genes that not only help your stem cells, but they help your hormonal level, your body composition. So daily exercise is one of the most important things. We're not advocating take the products instead of having a
So hold on, everyone. We have a Zenergize tomorrow.
That's right.
So Dr. G, say that again. So when you're in bed at 7 a.m. and you say, oh, not ready, how many genes do they turn on?
You're leaving 23 genes asleep with you in that bed, and you don't want to do that. You want to get those genes up and active and working, so you better be tomorrow morning with this guy. I'm on a flight, or I'd be down there tomorrow.
I love it. Okay, turn your genes on.
That's it.
7 a.m. tomorrow. Okay, 7?
7:30, the workout, but if you get there by 7 a.m.
Get prize?
Or 7:15, you get some presents. Come on.
All right. Yes. So we're talking about the cells from inside out, right? It's a new year, new decade. It's January. They did a research in 2020. There probably about 70-75% of Americans will be overweight, a little bit obese. So what's the most common one New Year resolution on their list at the New Year in January? lose weight. Either you want to lose a few pounds, or you maybe just in general, you just want to feel more energy, right? You just want to feel better. So everybody stand up. We have to stand up.
We all have to
Stand up.
I like that.
Because, I don't know, Mark, he is the ambassador of our Zen products, right? I remember one time he said, if you just want to have a social energy, that's like you work in the office. Hi, Nicole. Hey, good morning. Hi, everybody, right?
Yes,
okay.
exactly.
So if you want to have a moderate energy, maybe that's when you see your manager, right? Maybe when you see your boss, you kind of go, yeah, I'm busy. I'm working, like that. But when you see someone you love and you haven't seen them for a while, what do? You go to the airport when you're ready to pick them up. When they come down from the escalator, what do?
Extraordinary.
That's called
That's
extraordinary, right?
Yes.
Energy. I remember that. So everybody wave your hand to welcome Mark.
Thanks, Mandy. So listen, Mandy was talking about energy, and we were talking backstage, and she said, so were you born with energy, or is it through your food? Now, Lyndon knows it's both. Right, Lyndon? Right there from Australia. But I wanted everyone to stand up because I just want to share that, right now, 68% of the people, there was a recent study done last week that was published that 68% of the population still do not understand food. That the population wants to get healthier, they want to learn how to eat, and they don't know how. We created Zen because it balances. I take AMPM every single day. To me, it's one of the greatest products created. I love Revita Blu. My wife takes it, I take it, our kids take it. So you look at how can you improve internally. But Zen becomes a lifestyle choice. It becomes how can you make yourself better when you're 20, when you're 30, when you're 40, when you're 50. And there's a lot of fads out there. You have ketogenic diets. You have intermittent fasting. And right now, I want everyone to think about where you are. There's 3 questions I want you to ask yourself every single day if you want to be your best. Number 1, is the health program that I do based upon human physiology? Is it based upon my science? A little later today, I'm going to explain exactly the science of Zen. Number 2, is this something I can do for the rest of my life? Ketogenic diets were created because your energy source is ATP. Your body uses glucose for fuel. It was created for kids in a hospital setting that cannot process glucose. It was not designed as a lifestyle. If you want to live without carbohydrates for the rest of your life, that's a question you want to ask yourself. This is why keto works for a moment, but not permanently. Intermittent fasting is designed on when we step on that scale, when we want to lose weight, Mandy, we say we need to do something. We just want to get it off. Starving yourself is not a solution either. Zen is about balancing your body. It's about empowering you. So is it based on science? Can I do it for the rest of my life? And would I put my child or my teenager on it? If you can answer yes to those 3 questions, you're doing the right program. That's our culture. That's why we have a global movement. And great energy comes with great food. If you understand how to fuel, you understand how to balance, and you understand how to stay active, you have the energy that you want. Extraordinary.
Whoa. Wait, Mark. You forgot the most important thing. What? Zen is not a diet.
It's a lifestyle.
Yes.
It's a lifestyle. But it's also about restoring your body to a youthful composition, which changes another 40 or 50 genes. So it's about...
Now we're like 73 genes or something?
Yes. But between Zen, some exercise, and Jeunesse products, you can really reawaken probably over 100 genes. So I think it's important that people understand that, and I use all the products. It's not a diet. It's a way of restoring your body composition and maintaining your health. To me, that's the most important thing. Okay?
Because every time when we think about weight loss, or even just for energy-wise, we always think about people just like, how do you say, they're just kind of getting overwhelmed. Even myself, maybe I want to lose 5-10 pounds, but every time when I think about I have to eat less, I have to starve myself for a few days, I'm like, I have so much passion with food. I hate to give up on that, But Mark gave us a totally different concept. Who would like to eat more and to lose more? What's the key difference? The Zen from other programs, right?
Well, I would say that I'm going to have a whole Zen experience later today, so I want everyone to stay in this room because we got some power. But this whole goal is I want everyone to take on their new program. We're doing Zen 28. I got my little shirt right here. We're launching that this weekend. We have on floor 3, we have an entire Zen experience. We have an interactive PFC plate. After this session, I want you to come. I want you to see how you can build meals in a simple way. We have activity pins right here where you can start making challenges, where you're gonna walk 10,000 steps a day, whether you're gonna start taking a yoga class. You're gonna make a decade, and starting with this year aspect, you're gonna say, I'm gonna pledge this and I'm gonna do that. And then what we're gonna focus on tomorrow morning is how to work out and optimize your body. It's a whole movement. So we're different because we're not starving, we're not restricting. We're teaching you how to eat the foods you love in the right balance, to balance your body, to fill your nutritional gaps with the most cutting edge products, and be part of a community to help you every step of the way. So are we ready? Yeah. Are we ready? Yeah. Thank you.
Right, we see some energy now, huh? Okay, now we can have a sit.
Okay, we can
because
sit.
Yolanda, we both wear high heels.
Thank you for that.
We need to let the ladies sit. So next one is our celebrity makeup artist. And I'm very in love with envy. And when I see your face on the stage, I see the envy glow. You probably see my envy glow as well, right? Because I put envy every day. And I love it, okay? I think when we talk about envy, we talk about the beauty with the benefits, right?
Yes.
So what's new with envy in 2020?
Well, with envy in 2020, it's all about skin. And when your skin is beautiful and healthy and nourished and hydrated, it doesn't matter what else you put on because everything's going to look good.
When women think about skin, they were thinking just something you put outside your skin, right? Mm-hmm. But we know skin have 3 layers. So if you just put a, other brand of a foundation, you probably just put it outside. But the NV, we have this APT 200, it really penetrates your skin cells. So that's why you also, to rejuvenate your skin from inside out. So that's why when you really look young, look pretty, look beautiful, not just this outside, it's from the most inner skin of layer to coming out, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Well, I think that I've been asked the question, how does makeup fit into the YES system? And the reason it fits into the YES system is because we don't think of it as makeup. It is literally a bridge between your skincare and your color cosmetics. So when you apply your NV with the APT 200, along with the Luminous products, the APT in the serum penetrates deep in the epidermal layer, like you were talking about. Then the moisturizer also penetrates and hydrates and keeps the skin plumped up, hydrated, nourished, and refreshed. And then Envy also has the APT 200 in every single one of the items, in the primer, in the foundations, in the bronzer, and in the shimmer. So every time you apply those products, you're applying layers of nourishment, layers of protection. So it's, we say beauty from the inside out, and also beauty from the outside in. The benefit, though, with Envy is that you get instant gratification. You get to see the flawless airbrush results. So while you look amazing and flawless on the outside, it actually is benefiting you from the inside.
Don't you love that? So I heard we're gonna have the new one, the spray, the tanning one.
Yes.
It's out already?
We are launching our Envy Body Bronzing Mist today. So excited.
Oh my God. I just sprayed that out. Let me see.
Ah, well, maybe you should come out and let me spray you.
How many shades does it come with bronzing?
We have actually 2 shades that we're launching today. One is called Maui, and the other one is called Bora Bora. And we named it those names because we all want to aspire to go to those places, right? But if you don't get to go just yet, you can look as if you've been.
We just love that, okay? Thank you so much. So, ladies, well, actually, there are a lot of gentlemen that are using MV now, believe it or not, okay? They're more maybe careful about their skin, too. So, from their answers, so I guess we call it the YES system. It's really a system. It's really to try to find our balance, right? From inside out, outside in. That's why we call it look young. Not just look young, you want to feel young, and you want to think young, and you want to live young, and you want to love young. That's why we love Jeunesse, we love the Y.E.S system. So for the closing of this, how about each of one give us one tip for 2020 for our health?
My comment would be, the more information you have about staying healthy, the better you're going to be, because information changes your habits. Habits change your activity. Activity changes your genes, and your genes dictate your longevity and your health. So learn as much as you can. Follow Jeunesse with all the new information we'll bring out this year 2020, and each one of us will be contributing to that information so that in the long run, we're all going to have a better quality, a longer and more productive life.
Thank you. Wow.
You know, we could spend literally a whole day on the science of how all these products work together. They oftentimes look like separate products, all with one specific type of function of benefits, but behind the surface, if we really go in the science of it, it is unbelievable to me how all these different products work together. How AMPM works with Revita Blu, with Reserve, how they all work with a Zen program, the skincare products. So all I will say is that if you've tried product before, did not experience what you were hoping for, do it again in combination with other products and see what that synergy can be for you. Just rediscover these products for yourself.
Well said.
Woo.
My feedback would be 1%. Imagine where you are every single day and think about how you can improve with your health, with your business, 1%. Maybe it's walking 5 more minutes. Maybe it's sitting up more in your chair right now. Maybe it's marching like Mandy's doing. Whatever it is, 1%. Imagine where you will be come 2021. Imagine where you'll be 2030. And just a little bonus for the workout tomorrow. Besides the jeans turning on, Yolanda just agreed that she's going to come and give some free spraying. If you want to get some bronzing before the workout, to give it the test, she's going to be there with me tomorrow morning.
Yes. And I would say hydration. Envy is mostly water. We never really talk about that. But when you spray your face, it is literally like spraying your face with water and APT 200, which causes cell regeneration. So obviously, we want to drink water. I drink my Revita Blu and my Nara. I've actually been putting my Revita Blu and my Nara in my vanilla protein powder smoothies, which is amazing. But for me, it's all about hydration. Our bodies are mostly water, so we want to do that from the inside and also from the outside.
It's all about inside out, outside in. Mm-hmm. Yeah. All right. We just had probably it's more like a doctorate degree, already graduated. Okay, we got all these extra points. Are we gonna have a great 2020? Yes, we're gonna have a great 2020 and beyond. Every day counts, every minute counts. Let's live.
Jeunesse.
Jeunesse.
Yes! Oh my God! Let's live Jeunesse. All right, let's be young together. Thanks for having me.
Thanks, everybody.